Hey there, and welcome to 1000 Ant. I'm Matt Shell, and in this video, I want to give an exciting announcement and a little update about what we've been doing with the channel and what we are planning with the channel for the future. So let's get started. So first and foremost, an announcement that I'm really excited to share is that Charles Amat and his Infallible Code YouTube channel are joining the 1000 Ant team. Now, those of you who have been paying close attention may have noticed that Charles has actually been working for us full-time at 1000 Ant for a little while now. We just haven't gotten around to announcing it because we were kind of talking about whether his channel, Infallible Code, would also join the team along with him. And actually that wasn't the plan at the beginning. But through kind of talking about it, talking about his plans for the channel, our plans for the 1000 Ant channel, and kind of how we saw that coming together, we realized that, hey, this actually really makes a lot of sense, that in addition to the work that he's doing as part of our technical marketing agency, 1000 Ant, right, where we work with clients and make content, that actually it made sense to bring in his YouTube channel together with him. And so we've agreed to do that, and we're super excited to share the news with you all. So what this will mean is that we are going to be basically putting more resources into Infallible Code instead of Charles doing Infallible Code as something that he was doing kind of on the nights and weekends alongside his full-time job as a software developer. This will actually become part of his main job here at 1000 Ant to produce content for the channel. So we're super excited to support that and to grow the channel together with him.
Hi, I'm Charles. You don't know who I am? I've been a software developer for over 10 years and a hobbyist game dev for 6. I created Infallible Code to help other software developers translate their skills into creating games with Unity. As Matt mentioned, I've always created my content in my free time, on nights and on weekends. But I feel like that's always held me back from truly achieving my vision for the channel, which was to create a high-quality resource for game developers to take their programming skills to the next level. Now, with the support of Matt and our team at 1000 Ant, I feel like I can surpass that goal with the channel. I couldn't be happier to have Infallible Code team up with 1000 Ant, and I am beyond excited to see what the future has in store for both of our communities.
One of the first kind of ways that the collaboration is going to come to life is that we are going to launch a email newsletter together, which currently has the working title of Level 2 Game Dev. And basically, this is going to be a way for folks who are fans of both channels and interested in what we're doing to keep in touch with the content that we're putting out here on the 1000 Ant channel, the content that's coming out on Infallible Code, along with a selection of links and videos and articles and things that we discover in our travels through the web that we think are relevant and interesting to the audience. Who is the audience? What we're trying to do is kind of this level 2 theme, right, is actually something that Charles and I have talked about in some of our, podcasts and videos together. The idea is that it's not for beginners, but that it's kind of aimed at folks who have maybe gotten past the very beginner steps and it's not making your absolute first thing. You've been working in Unity, you've been working in game dev, maybe you're a little bit more of a professional person in the industry and you want to kind of learn and level up and go to the next step in your career, in your practice, in your game development, right? So it's obviously something we want to welcome beginners in. I'm sure there will be stuff for them to learn, but that's not the target audience, right? It's more for the people who are like, hey, I know the basics. What else have you got, right? And so we're going to try to share, some of the, obviously the videos that we're making, but then also other content that we find that we think is really high quality from some of our other content creators that we like, and also just stuff that we find that we think is relevant and cool. So we'll put a link to the email list sign up in the description down below. Please go sign up with your email. And it's not going to be a lot of emails. It's going to be going out once a month, and it's not going to be some kind of anything super fancy, basically just an email from me and Charles with the work that we've been doing and stuff that we think is really cool, right? So we hope you'll join us there, and that'll be the kind of first visible collaboration between the two channels. The other difference that this is going to make in the work that we're doing is that this is going to allow me to refocus what we've been doing here on the 1000 Ant channel. So This channel, you may have noticed, has been a little all over the place over the kind of first year and change of its life. We've been trying out lots of different things, doing podcasts, doing devlogs, doing some tutorials, doing more kind of talking and thinking type videos. One of the things that now having our partnership with Infallible Code means is that we're really going to try to create a more clear user experience on the two channels, where here on 1000 Ant, we're going to be focusing more on the kind of business, making a living, strategy and creativity of working in the games business and the kind of adjacent and related tech industries, right? So talking about the work that we do with our technical marketing agency more. I keep saying I'm going to talk about it more on the channel. Now I'm really going to do it. Talking about some of the kind of key questions and skills that what I notice is not a lot of other game dev YouTubers are talking about. Things like contracts and funding and making sure that you're kind of handling your business in the right way to set yourself up for success, right? This is absolutely not some kind of like, oh my God, game dev is so easy and you're gonna be able to quit your job and get rich. It's basically the opposite of that, right? But I do notice that in my travels as a kind of business person in this space that there are a lot of indie game devs out there who really don't know some of the fundamental stuff. And I think this is an area that we can help out and add value. It's not going to be only that. This channel is really about me sharing and talking about what I'm interested in. So there'll be some other stuff too, but that's going to be the kind of new focus that we're trying out. And then on the more nitty-gritty programming, game development type topics, I'm going to support Charles as he continues to grow the Infallible Code channel, contribute over there. And we're going to kind of split those two things off so that for your kind of game development and programming needs, you're going to go to Infallible Code. And for the more kind of business and making a living type content, we're going to be covering that here at 1000 Ant. Let's see, we may change direction later on, but I think it'll be a cool way to split the content. And I'm interested actually to hear your feedback of, does that sound cool? Are you interested? Let me know in the comments down below. I think this is just an exciting chapter. We're trying to kind of raise the level of what we're doing, get more focused, get better, raise the level of what's going on over at Infallible Code so that Charles has more time and resources to produce content there and raise the quality level of what he's been doing. We're super excited to work with him on that and support that and to share the whole process and journey with you who are watching. So as always, I really appreciate your spending a little bit of time with me. Drop a like on the video for the algorithm, subscribe if you're not already, and subscribe to Infallible Code. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.